Opportunity and the pleasure to speak with the one and only John Pullman, Northridge, California, at Pullman's gym, the gym that is currently training Don't Blink Joshua Greer Jr., who is contending on this fight card. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing real good, man. Thank you.
Hey, tell us a little bit about that gym, man. Your name is picking up steam, man. It's in a lot of conversations, especially when it comes to Joshua Greer Jr. How did he actually transfer out of Chicago out there to Pullman's gym?
Well, basically, I mean, thank you for saying that. I never really try to pay attention to that, try to keep my head down and work hard, but it means a lot to hear that. But as far as Josh goes, he was training in Chicago, and he had a manager that was based out in LA, and called Josh, he's fine. He had a manager that was based out of LA, and I worked with that manager with a few other fighters. So they were spending a lot of time in LA, and so we got to know each other there. And the situation in Chicago kind of fell out with him and another fighter with their trainer. So they needed another trainer, and we had be friendly and work together a little bit, and it just worked out like that, where we kind of ended up working together. And now it's been a little couple of years, and it's really our relationship grows and grows there all the time.
How long have you been in the sport of boxing?
Since I was a kid, like 10, 11 years old.
Did you lace them up, or you was just always?
I never turned professional, but I was an amateur fighter for years, and then in my early 20s I started training guys, and I kind of left the boxing, competing alone myself. Started training guys, and actually I had more success at this, and I feel like I was better at this, and I even enjoy it a lot. So just run with it, and the journey ever since.
You hear that a lot about fighters who actually took up the sport of boxing, but they come out to be better trainers than they actually were as a fighter.
Yeah,
what does that dynamic consist of, man?
I'm sure there's no exact science or math equation to it, but kind of the way I look at it is a lot of really gifted athletes, like a Michael Jordan, if you will, in basketball, or you could even take Floyd Mayweather in boxing, or Manny Pacquiao. These guys are super gifted athletically. They don't always, I'm not saying that they wouldn't be good coaches, because I don't know that, but they don't always turn out to be the best coaches because they never really have to break it down and explain it to somebody how to do it, because they can just do it. It's almost like, just do it like this, whereas someone who maybe had to learn the X's and O's, like really take their time. Like Andre Ward's a good example. He always said boxing never came as easy to him as it did to maybe Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, but he had to really work at it and learn and be able to explain it and understand it differently. So a lot of times the best athlete, even like a Phil Jackson, who was a huge, great basketball coach, he wasn't the best basketball player. He was professional.
That's true.
But a lot of times they turn out to be better coaches because they have to learn it a different way, to be able to explain it to everybody, you know what I mean? So I just try to learn boxing like that. I try to learn boxing on every level, be able to show it to everybody and be able to really explain every little thing about it to the best that I can. I'm still learning now. I learn all the time.
That atmosphere, since you have picked up Greer Jr., how did that relationship happen? Did someone refer him to you, for him to transfer, or you already knew him?
No, we met each other because I said we worked with the same manager. That managed the fighters that I had was training at the time. Also managed him, so we passed across quite a bit, and we knew each other. We always had a good rapport, friendship, like that. And then when things didn't work out with him and his training situation in Chicago, they wanted to come train in Los Angeles, and just was a natural fit. We get along real well. We see eye to eye. We think about boxing the same, and it's just a wise man once told me, he said, when a relationship is like meant to happen, it just happens naturally and organically. You don't really have to force it.
That's understood.
And that's a lot of, I think, just the way our relationship works.
I need to get with my son that's out there. He attended UCR College. I'm not sure what location he is. He's still out there in college. You need to come out there and get some work and get some discipline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, boxing is a great way to learn discipline. If you want to be good at it, it takes a lot of discipline.
Absolutely. So in closing, talk about the stable that you have, the fighters that you've grown out there in Pullman's gym.
Well, we have a really nice, actually, solid quality of about fighters, professional fighters that work together at the gym right now. Obviously, we have Joshua Greer Jr., who's bursting on the scene, making a big name for himself, working really hard. I have another fighter from Chicago that's his best friend, Nathaniel Gallimore. He's a super welterweight who's a top contender and a very
shout out to both
hard,
of them.
tough man. And
Joshua Jr. and Nathaniel Gallimore.
He'll be looking out for him. Then we have a solid welterweight contender, 18-0, named Terrell Williams. He's going to be being in some really big fights soon. Can't say enough good things about him as well. We have the IBO featherweight world champion, Tuksut Naimbayar. He's a silver medalist in the 2012 Olympics from Mongolia.
Okay.
So very talented guy, tremendous talent. Sparred a whole lot with Josh Greer.
Okay.
So, then I have a 130-pound top prospect named Joshua Zuniga from Los Angeles, who's another tough competitor. And all these guys work together and harden each other, and they all root for each other and they all push each other, and they're all quality human beings, which is the most important thing. The boxing is great, but to be a quality human being is first and foremost, in my opinion.
I totally agree, and man, that's sound words, man. It's good to see a young guy like yourself have a gym that's flourishing out there in California, flourishing in the sport of boxing. That's what it's all about. Any last words you have for the fight fans out there, man, before y'all head in to this battle Saturday night? Josh Greer always shows up ready. That's a testament to himself and you. You know what I'm saying? And salute to you all going in there and getting it done.
Well, we're really excited. It's Josh did everything that he needs to do to be victorious on Saturday night, and we're just excited, and we appreciate all the support from people like yourself, and all the fans that follow and support. We appreciate all that, because without that, there is no show. You got to perform for people who show love, and so we're just grateful, and you know what, we're going to take advantage of the opportunity.
How's the weather out there? Just crazy question. Is it still nice and sunny? Because I left there in 2014
really nice.
And went down south.
Beautiful weather, man. The only bad thing is earthquakes.
Yep.
But everything else is great,
No doubt, John Pullman. Hey, it was a pleasure meeting you for the first time, man. Y'all continue to grow out there, continue to represent. Josh Greer said it was the best training camp he had. So I definitely look forward to seeing him go in there and scrap for the first time.
Thank you very much.
I salute.